Welcome to another unboxing. Today we've got the Focke-Wulf Fw190 Dora from Jagdverband 44 by Tamiya in 48th scale. Here you can see the dimensions of the finished model, and as you can tell, it's one of the aircraft from the Platzschutzschwarm, featuring those distinctive red and white stripes on the underside. Here are a few more pics. These doras were used to protect the Messerschmitt 262s during takeoffs and landings. We have several decal options in this kit, as we will see in a moment. Here is some background info on the Dora in English, German, French and Chinese. You also get a pilot figure, and some of you might recognize him. It's supposed to represent Adolf Galland, who commanded Jagdverband 44. Then of course the usual safety notes, paint references, and we start the build with the cockpit. There is even a seated pilot figure, which is really nice. Then we move on to the fuselage. The engine isn't included, but that's fine. The cockpit is assembled next, then the landing gear, and next up are the wings. The wings section attaches to the fuselage, followed by more work on the landing gear. That might be a little tricky because of the red and white paint scheme, but it looks like the decals for that area are already included in the right size, so it shouldn't be too hard. You paint everything red first, then apply the white decal stripes. Of course, you could also paint the stripes yourself, that's an option too. On the underside there is a boarding step, antenna and the main gear itself. And here you can also see the correct attaching angles for the landing gear and antenna. Next we have a pulley cap, probably so you can make the propeller spin. Then the gun cover is installed, followed by the cowling, which can be built open or closed. The supercharger, air intake, propeller and canopy come next. And the canopy is quite interesting. You can show it open or closed, and there is also the so-called galland canopy, which is more rounded, probably to improve visibility. This pilot figure here can be built with two different heads. One representing Galland and the other an unnamed pilot. Not sure if he's based on another famous ace, as no names are given. Now let's take a look at the painting options, and Tamiya really went all out here. You can see the beautiful paint scheme. This is a Dora from the Würgerstaffel, flown by Lieutenant Heinz Sachsenberg. This shows the model's actual size in 48th scale with the RLM color references. That would be the standard version, but there are a few others as well. And here is the same aircraft again from the side, Sachsenberg's Dora. The pilots often had funny slogans written on their planes, so I will probably go with this version. I won't translate this slogan here, but I really like the look of this one with RLM 75 and RLM 83. Something a bit different. And finally the decals. You can immediately see that a corner has been cut off. Those are probably the naughty crosses forbidden to display in Germany. But otherwise, for a kit that's already 24 years old, the decals look really good. I'm a little worried about all the carrier film though. There might be some silvering, but if that happens, you can always paint those markings instead. Seat belts are included, plenty of standstills, and of course those funny pilot slogans. Looks great. Let's take a look at the parts now. As I said, you get a figure with two different heads. The one with the distinctive mustache is clearly meant to be Galland. I'm not sure yet if I will display him, maybe on my new Luftwaffe base. I built this one for my Messerschmitt 262 Hochgeschwindigkeit free, and you can see videos of both the base and the aircraft on my channel. But now let's start with the more important parts, the underside of the wing. You can already see the nice panel lines and some rivet detail. I've had kits with more rivets, but here the fabric covered control surfaces are really nicely represented. Looks great. Then we've got more fuselage parts. The cockpit is missing only the panels, which are over here. Looks quite detailed, and again those fabric surfaces are really well done. The landing gear seems a bit chunky, but that's fine. Here are the propeller and wings. The cannons are already molded on, and a really cool detail is this little pin here that shows whether the landing gear is extended or not. I've never seen that on a model before. The pilot figure looks great too. Not sure yet if I will put him inside the cockpit. The wheel wells are beautifully detailed and the radial engine looks fantastic. No complaints here. Then we have the fuselage halves, and as mentioned, two versions of the cowling, open or closed. And here is the instrument panel. Looks excellent. Propeller, cowling, gear doors, and even a drop tank. You also get the machine gun muzzles, exhausts and turbocharger. Very nice details here. And finally the two poly caps and the canopy. Again, there are two versions included, the rounded galland canopy and the standard one. There is also a reflector gun sight, which looks really nice. And lastly, I've got a few extras, but I'm not sure if I will use them. This resin cockpit from Ares doesn't really look that much better than the kit part, to be honest. It's made for the Tamiya kit, includes the seat and some PE parts. I'm not a huge fan of photo etch myself, and since the seat belts are already provided as decals, I might save this set for another build. So overall this kit looks really good. I will probably put the finished model, at least for a photo shoot, on my new Luftwaffe base. The same I built for the Messerschmitt 262. If you haven't seen that video yet, go check it out. Now thanks for watching and see you soon. Bye.